Okay, guys, hello, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming. Please subscribe. If you are a returning member, welcome back. So this video is going to be about breastfeeding and things that I wish I would have known prior to giving birth. And I'm also going to update you guys on how postpartum went for me. So, breastfeeding. One thing that I wish I would have done that I thought to do, but I was instructed that I didn't have to, and so I followed. I wish that I would have started extracting colostrum at 36 weeks, or at least trying to. Maybe even pumping for maybe 10 minutes, even if nothing was coming out. I would have liked to do that more, especially once I started getting closer to time. Even 37, 39 weeks, baby, start put them boobs on that breast pump and pump them titties, to pump them boobs, honey. What else? I wish that I would have maybe took a breastfeeding class, especially with it being my first time. I wish I would have did that prior to. I wish I would have known about breastfeeding classes postpartum as well. I actually ended up figuring out, finding some at 7 weeks after I had my baby, and so I still took advantage of them, but I felt like I could have benefited more if I would have taken them early on for latch help and all this kind of stuff. I also wished that I would have pumped on a schedule consecutively for at least 6 weeks, because I feel like my milk supply would be more than what it is if I have done that. But it may not have been. I'm just saying, just try something. I am a just enougher, so I breastfeed, but I also substitute formula, and it was only supposed to be a temporary thing, but it's kind of also my comfort because I know at least that she has gotten some milk. And yes, I see my milk coming out. My shirt is wet sometimes, but still it's different, especially when you're just enougher, because I felt like at some points my baby wasn't eating, or she wasn't getting enough, or maybe I wasn't able to latch her well or something. And so we use formula as a comforting mechanism for me, because now I'm definitely producing. But still, I just don't know how much. And even though she's not whining or crying, I still don't know, and it bothers me. So I didn't want to give her formula milk at all. But, I had to come to terms with sometimes, that's just what you got to do. And like I said, I am a just enougher. So I did try to pump and give my baby that way I can visually see what she's getting. However, I'm just enougher, so it wasn't, as soon as I pump, I was giving it right back to her. There was no stock, and it was very hard to keep up with that schedule. Yeah, so that's that on that. What else? I wished I would have started taking, moringa, fenugreek supplements, all kind of stuff, just to maybe help with milk supply. So take supplements. I wish I would have pumped on the schedule after having her. I wish I would have also tried to pump or extract colostrum before having her, at least, a couple weeks before having her. Yeah, and I definitely wish I would have taken the breastfeeding classes and things. What else? Okay, so postpartum for me was HE double hockey sticks, because like I said in my previous video, I did rip and I felt like I could not move. Like, my idea of having a baby was after, you know, going through labor, and that was the hard part. And I just thought I was going to be bouncing around and, you know, whatever. And baby, it wasn't like that. I was having a hard time with taking a shower, lifting my legs, sitting on my bottom. It was a lot, okay? But thank the Lord, we have passed that stage. And so that was fine. I think I also want to tell you guys in this video some regrets that I would, or not necessarily regrets, things that I wish I would have done or known. So this is, what am I talking about? Breastfeeding, postpartum, and things I would have wish I would have done or known. Another thing I wish I would have done was, prior to giving birth, I wish I would have had a photographer. Yes, I thought about it, and I didn't anticipate that it would be difficult to get someone to take her pictures. However, I didn't start reaching out to people until I was actually on the hospital bed, and nobody was really responding. And some people that were responding, they were like $600, $700, and that was just ridiculous for some little baby pictures, honey. So we called Uncle Carlos from Florida, and Uncle Carlos took those pictures. However, Uncle Carlos didn't get to come during the delivery or anything. He came, I think she was about 8 weeks or so. He came a couple weeks after, maybe even, I don't want to say 12, but he came later on. And so it wasn't like fresh newborn pictures. And so for that purpose, I wish I would have had a photographer earlier on. What else? Photographer early on. I think that may be everything. I'm gonna keep this video short because I have another video to do. And yes, I'm in the same shirt. I'm at the hospital with my baby. She has a little fever. It could be because she's seething, I don't know, but that's what I'm here to figure out. And this is her. I didn't even let you guys see her. I'm gonna let you guys see her when she's, you know, bouncing around and being busy. But yeah, she's a blessing and I love her so much. Oh, another thing, postpartum. Honey, this is something that I didn't know. I cried so much after having my baby. I cried in the hospital when they said that, all right, you can go home. And I cried, and I was crying because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm responsible for this person. There's nobody else, you know. Of course, my mom and my husband was there, but still, like, this is my baby. This, I'm responsible for her, everything. And so I just was, you know, doubting myself. What if I mess up? You know, all this kind of stuff. So many things that was going on in my head. And I wanted to stay another night. I was not ready to face the reality. And so I told them I needed to stay another night. And they allowed me to stay another night. And I also, not just for that purpose, of course, but I wanted to meet the lactation consultant and get some help because I was scared that once I got home, I wasn't gonna be able to breastfeed or I didn't know what I was doing, which was the case, even after getting additional help. Yeah, so what's the matter, Dinky? Hey, my Dinky. Hey, your mommy's sick, Dinky. Say hey to the people. You gonna talk tomorrow when you're feeling better? Okay. Yeah, which was the case even, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so another thing that happened postpartum is I cried once I got home. I cried all the time. I cried because I was thankful for my mom. I'll cry because I was thankful for my husband. He catered to my every beck and call. Okay, he did. I didn't have to move. I didn't have to do anything. And I just was so thankful for everything. My mom came and checked on me every day. Like, I was just so thankful that my people was there for me. They were loving on me. Everything was perfect. I also cried when my baby cried because I was, wondering. I couldn't, they can't talk. So you don't know what they're crying for or if they're in pain or anything. And I just wanted my baby to be fine. And so I was crying. Yeah, so a lot of crying came. And luckily, a few of my classmates, they had babies around the same time. And I was able to reach out to them. Shout out to you guys. And so I was thankful for that. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as postpartum things that I didn't think about. Of course, I told y'all that it took a while for my hips to heal up. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. That's about everything. All right, well, see you in the next video in the same shirt because I'm doing all the videos right here since we got to sit here with my little stinky. Bye, guys.